morning we have fantastic and intriguing headline to discuss. For the past 2-3 days now, we have so many hot conversations going on in the Nigerian polity. The killings in Abia State, the issue on local government autonomy or regional government. With me, I have an astute, political analyst, Mr. Chinedu. He will be dissecting, he will be analyzing, he will scatter and rebuild the issues to the best of his own knowledge. And I have a series of other, analysts that will come after him. So first and foremost, welcome.
Good morning for having me live on this platform.
All right. Okay.
I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome, sir. So, Mazi Kanu has distanced himself, saying that my hand no day. I have no hand in the killing of the soldiers. Meanwhile, Ekpa has claimed the killing. What is going on in IPOD?
Well, when you talk about IPOD, it's different from when you talk about Simon Ekpa-led autopilot. And of course, you know that Simon Ekpa is being seen or believed that he is a self-acclaimed, a prime minister, in that direction. But that is the issue is that the focus is IPOD. And when IPOD speaks, IPOD statement represents, the entire opinion, of the entire Igbo nation. And according to the culture of extremism and killing, it is not in our DNA. We don't just do some certain things like what we have in the north. We don't do it. We are not extremists. IPOD are not extremists. They don't carry guns. They are non-violent movement organization seeking for restoration, not sovereignty, restoration of a sovereign nation that was balkanized by a constitutional ceasefire, in that regard. So he's taking a stand. He has always taken a stand that such thing is not part of our system. We don't just go ahead and just do that kind of murder of Nigerian soldiers, irrespective of the level of provocation. But if you look at it very well, and that is why Nnamdi Kanu has taken that stand, because currently now we don't want to see that in that direction that IPOD are gun-carrying members. That is not correct.
Mr. Chinedu, I'm surprised because it seems that there's confusion in the camp of the Biafra. Be it Biafra in exile, be it IPOD, are they not working towards the same goal? So it's surprising to me now that you are denying Simon Ekpa.
Let me tell you, Simon Ekpa has been distanced from IPOD. That's true. Any day, anywhere. IPOD does not recognize the principles of operation of Simon Ekpa. They don't do that. They have already distanced themselves because when Nnamdi Kanu was eventually kidnapped, there was this issue of who is going to become the next IPOD leader, and there was struggle between him and DOS. And subsequently, he went ahead and decided to float a concept, in that regard, that powers his own principles and ideology and understanding on how to go about getting restoration, freedom. That is his own idea. So what he's in doing is not the template, is not the blueprint on how IPOD intend to move from one level to another. So IPOD ideology, command and control concept is basically an IPOD thing. And anybody that is away from that, is trying to, of course, push his own idea and his understanding about how to go about freedom fighting. But the first thing remains is this, irrespective of how we look at it now, we should not attach any violent uprising or any violent engagement to IPOD. It's not acceptable. It's not IPOD. So anybody that feels that he is violent to that extent, of killing, involving in the killing of 5 soldiers who are basically Igbos. I think, for me, such thing should be condemned. For me, I condemn it because, one, I did not understand the rationale behind that. We are trying to mourn over 7 million patriotic Biafrans, 3.5 million children were shot, 3.5 million Biafran soldiers who have laid down their life in defense of the oppressed. That was what happened on the May 30th. It was not for any kind of traditional gun running attack. No.
For the last time, is it not disingenuous for you, Mr. Chinedu, to come out here and openly deny that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never called for the killings of soldiers?
Yes, I can stand that anywhere, any day. You know that I take position of Nnamdi Kanu in that regard. Very interesting. You know, that young man, he knows what he's doing. You know, and he has come out publicly. Of course, the entire Igbo leadership has come out to say no to this. I am personally saying no to it, because the IPOD leader is saying no to it. The only organization that is recognized all over the world, even when you say 3 days, 20 days, everybody should sit at. But IPOD said 30th. You can see the level of compliance. It shows you that Igbos psychologically and otherwise have already distanced themselves from this entity that anybody might like to call Nigeria.
Interesting. Now, in the very effort to ensure that Nigeria, despite its diversity, remains one, there are so many rumors going around that the Senate wants to pass a bill that will take us back to regional governments. However, Simon Ekpa said that whether regional government or not, doesn't care. All he cares about is Biafra.
Yes, you know.
Do you support regional government?
Let me tell you, Nigeria has been given millions of times options for national unity and cohesion. Nigeria has been given opportunity, you know, to become a nation, you know, has been envisaged by the founding fathers. But unfortunately, that patience and agreement and understanding has continued to run out. And they are run to the extent, you know, that people are no longer interested, no matter how you look at it, coupled with bad leadership. So whether you are talking about regionalism, you are taking us back to what happened, led to the war, when Ojukwu came back from the Aburi Accord and said, no, confederation. But unfortunately, some elements, political elements in Nigeria then misunderstood it to be secession. Today, the entire Middle Belt are paying heavily for that. The Ojukwu have already seen it. But today, Nigeria is struggling to return to that prophecy. So what are you going to expect? The struggle, restructure. Over 10 years, 20 years, restructure. They said no, this is going to do this one, it's going to do this one. Regionalism. Then we talk about regionalism. That is confederation. How would you define that? What are the legacies? What are the constitutional powers? What are the modalities for it? Is it skewed against the interests, where we have a kind of enslavement of the people in that kind of this, where there will be suspicious and manipulated leadership? No! Let the people take their destiny. And that is why Simon Ekpa is saying there's no more need for all this. Let the whole world understand that in an issue bordering about sovereignty or restoration of a nation that has existed for about 4 years, there is need for us to go our separate ways. Separation is an option of existence now. Separation has become an option of freedom. Separation has become an option of destiny. The more we keep on moving, I know how long it took Israel under Chen, the Russian physician, who started Zionist movement. We don't know how long it's going to take. We don't know how it's going to come. But there are a lot of prophecies coming in that direction, that there's need for a state called Biafra to emerge from West Africa. And the world is going to celebrate it. Do you know what is happening? You know, both Israel, Britain, America, most of them are no longer comfortable with Nigeria because of a series of failed agenda. Look at the one they said possibly be our hope for good governance. You can see how Tinubu is struggling, even to define his own administration.
Mr. Chinedu, if regional government come today, will Biafra?
No, the option, we need to have an identity. If they're going to be regional, then the entire region, Eastern region, Old East Central State should be named Biafra.
No, it cannot.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Nigeria has
let me tell you. It's a matter of the concept and ideology. Are you not trying to struggle back to? Okay, very important. It's an identity. Are you not struggling to go back to old anthem? What did people say about the old anthem? He said the old anthem is the most important thing in his life. Do you know why he said so? Why would a Igbo man that came from different parts of the world come and divide and continue to divide, create division among us? So the people of Biafra are Biafrans, and their language is Igbo. Oduduwa is the people, the language of the Oduduwa is Yoruba. Biafrans speak Igbo as a language. Biafra is a tribe.
Does Biafra has a meaning?
Yeah. The meaning, what will you offer?
I'll support the cause.
Okay, beautiful. I'll interpret it to you, one after another. In 13th century, when the name of Biafra was all over the map of the whole world. Bro, let me tell you, it's not a matter of what Leno Mokri is talking rubbish about, what I said. Maybe he has not gotten to that level of trying to find out why the European colonial masters wipe away the map of Biafra from the world. Yes, within that period. Just like what they did in Bight of Biafra. They remove it and say it's Bight of Bonny. Mr. Nee, understand what I'm saying. Go and check what the meaning of that name Biafra as at that time. B-I-B-Y. Listen, they are all bi. What is the meaning of bi? Bi means what? Congratulations.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chinedu. All right, please, if you are just joining, can you like, subscribe, and share this live stream? With me here, I have Mr. Raphael Imbechi, a renowned political analyst. So, Mr. Raf, welcome.
Thank you so much.
In the last 2 days, the Biafran celebrated, once again, the anniversaries of the fallen heroes.
That's great. That's great. Very great.
However,
and it remains till tomorrow. Next year, 2025, 30th May, the whole Biafrans all over the world will do same.
Okay.
We are not intimidated.
However,
Nigeria can never intimidate Biafra.
Mr. Raf,
it is impossible.
Okay. Iwayahu says that Mazi Kanu distances himself from the
IPOD
killings of those soldiers that happened in Abia State. However, Samonepa has laid a claim to it.
Thank you.
In another news, the senators are trying to push for regional government so that the agitation for Biafra will stop.
Thank you so much.
Is this a welcome concept from the Senate?
No. Listen to me, everybody. Let me tell you, Biafra is an ideology, is an idea. An idea never dies. When we talk about spirit, human spirit will never die. The body might die. Biafra is human spirit. Biafra is an idea, an ideology. See, strongly sticked on the mind of the Igbo man. It will never ever be wiped off. Indelible, forever. Let me tell you. Listen and listen good. Whatever Iwayan says that Nnamdi Kanu has done, good. Nnamdi Kanu has no hand on what is happening after he was put in confinement at DSS facilities. Are you listening to me? Nothing whatsoever concerns Nnamdi Kanu. Are you listening to me? Simon Ekpa, Biafran Prime Minister in exile, is the one overseeing the affairs of Biafran nation worldwide. Nnamdi Kanu is down in the jungle. Jungle, I mean, is Nigeria. The zoo. Listen and listen good again. I'm coming up to tell you that come what may, regionalism cannot calm down Biafra. It's a good system of government. I love that. Aguirosi came up with it, 1960s. Why did they kill him? He was slain wrongly. Why coming up with the man's ideology, the man's policy, this late hour that you don't see is gone to the beyond? Okay, it's late. Biafra must come. Whatever gospel of your like, it should be legislating there, legislating Nigeria. We, Nigeria, they hail me. Okay, I'm an Igbo man. It is late. How could we forget our fallen heroes? Our fallen heroes were being celebrated day before yesterday and yesterday. Today, you see the aftermath of it. Nigerian soldiers went to Aba to stop the happiness of Igbo man as they always do. And you see what has come out today. Some persons masked themselves, went to Abia State to disrupt the good work of Alex Oti.
Are you saying those
it was a setup?
Are you saying they are not IPOD?
Are you saying you could identify a masked man? Let us go to ICC, any court in the world with competent jurisdiction. Can you unmask a masked man and tell us the content of the mask? What the mask is veiling, covering.
So why
can you see it?
So why did Simon Ekpa lay claims?
Any claim he's laying is, let me tell you, accredited to his own opinion. I'm telling you that the faces of those guys are not visible, made known. And listen to me, they covered their face. How could anybody just come out and say it's IPOB? It's IPOB. Don't you know that some persons want to set Alesot up because of good work he's doing in Abia State? And listen to me. Some persons are not happy with the development in Abia. Who could that be? That, let me tell you, those governors in Anambra, Imo, and the rest of them, they are not happy. Enugu State governor that ran away that day. He told them to come out. Everybody where they sell market, come out. Don't celebrate, don't mourn your dead ones. As if say he was the one that fought the war for the Igbos. They want to alter some things that is not, you cannot alterable in the history of the world. Southeast governors, they want to alter that. If I'm mourning and grieving over my mother's death, you dare not tell me how to do it, because she is my mother. If Igbo man is mourning his brothers, his uncles that died 57, 56, 55, 54 years ago, respectively, these years I enumerated now, let me tell you, we died. Igbo man died. We have every cause, every right to celebrate, to commemorate remembrance of these fallen heroes. Nigeria can never stop it. It is not good. Nigerian government have found it not only 1960s when they decimated the Igbos, killed the Igbos. They want to exterminate that race called Igbo. But currently they are doing it because most of them don't have university certificates.
Sarah, even if they want
university certificates are not there because everybody has right to celebrate. What is all the pandemonium going on in Abia State all about?
Even if they want to celebrate,
you can't truncate celebration of Igbos. Igbos celebrating their loved ones all over the world.
Even if they want to celebrate, shouldn't they do it within the ambit of Nigerian law? This is Nigeria, for God's sake.
Nigeria can never impose such law. Nigeria orchestrated the war first.
Stop people from
1965, Nigerian killed, Fulani Hausa killed, maimed and mutilated the bodies of the Igbos in the north. The same happened early 90s. Bruno Obasanjo killed many Mazobs. Yaradua did not. Jonathan, many Mazob died. Buhari invaded Nnamdi Kanu's palace and killed over how many 350 Igbo youths. rendered their mothers childless, accusing Nandi that he jumped bail. He wants him not to abscond so that he will die. If Nandi dies, Biafra is not buried. If Nandi dies, there are more people, there are many people more ruthless and heartless than in Nandi. Their situation will be more grievous than what it is presently. That is what Nigerian government doesn't know.
Mr. Raf, is regional government or local government autonomy not a better way to go?
If it is
it not a better way to go?
No,
Regional government and local government autonomy?
No, we can't forget those people that died in the past. Regional government can never douse the tension going on, the anger of the Igbos right now. It can never douse it. Okay, a broken bottle has broken. I don't think they can recycle it. And if it is, it can never be African man's technology. We believe that anytime a bottle is broken, then it is irreparable. It is irreparable. Listen and listen good. Celebrating my brothers, I named them 2 days ago. Okechukwu, Atwaya, Anene, and the rest of them, and my kinsmen that died during the war. We are very, very.
Are these your brothers?
Jesus Christ.
Were they your
When
brothers?
I told you that my brother died during the war, no family in Igbo land that was not affected by Nigeria Biafran. 2, 3 brothers. 2, 3. We're not talking about sisters. We're not talking about uncles. In the whole Igbo land, Igbo man lost 4 to 7 million people to the war, and we still remain. We are still increasing. We're all over the world. It is a tribe that they have already programmed it to what? Exterminate it. Hausa Fulani.
Mr. Raf, Jesus said to forgive is divine. Why are the Biafran finding it hard to forgive Nigeria?
In a war, God doesn't hold any man accountable. No, it's a general saying.
Are we still at war?
We are still at war. The war ended in 1970, but it was raging like wildfire. They did not reintegrate the Igbos with themselves. They distanced themselves. They filled up from 1970 till date. All federal agencies, no Igbo man. They alienated Igbo man from the office of the presidency. Obi won election last year. Tinubu forced himself there. Mahmoud, the Fulani man rigged.
Are you being sincere?
I am being sincere. What I'm saying is what? A raw truism, not truth. When I say truth, it's a smaller language. Natural truism. Go and check it. It's an English language. English vocabulary. Truism that Tinubu did not win the election. INEC umpire helped Tinubu. They deny Nigerians, they disenfranchised Nigerians. The choices that Nigerians made, they denied Nigerians. And this is what you are seeing today. You are going to Abia again to go and kill Abba community. Okay? Abba people are not running. No. If you talk about going to fight Abba, don't tell them. Don't tell Abba, we are coming. We are coming. Our relation will be like that of a Koma community in Delta. Run. No. If you talk like that, run. No. Yes. You don't tell a human being that you are going to kill him.
Right now, the Nigerian army have invaded Abia State. In fact, they've kidnapped over 30 men, able men.
Military. Yes. Don't worry. We have seen the breaking news. War is coming. It is going to develop, escalate into serious pogrom.
But in fact, Alex Sote has paid 25 million naira on those that perpetrated the evil.
That perpetrated what?
The killing of the soldier.
Who shot first? How do you know what happened there? I'm in Lagos State. I can't decide that those people that killed those soldiers are Igbo men. Are IPOD? No, because I wasn't there. It is based on information, unverified. Yes, unverified information. I'm not a fool. I only listen to it and I see that masked men invaded there, the army checkpoint, and during military, gunfire, exchange of gunfire or altercation, 5 soldiers were laid down. So what are we saying? I don't. Let them kidnap the whole Abba people. Wait and see. Some persons are not happy with what Alex Sote is doing in the southeastern Nigeria. It is the right time that Igbos are about to have their seaports. The power station is their station, 24 hours, live. Some persons, wicked politicians in the southeast are not happy. Some persons, wicked politicians, ethnic bigots in Nigerian nation, they are not happy. That's why they are doing what they are doing in Abia State. So that Alex Sote will be discredited for what currently he is doing to make sure that that state is absolutely resuscitated from dead to liveliness, from death to liveliness, from death to life. Abia is working, and some persons are not happy. That's why the issue of Biafran Day, celebration, what sprang up. It springs up because they don't want Alesoti to take the glory for all that he's doing in Abia State. Listen and listen good. Soldiers could kidnap.
Are you saying that the federal government is against Alexoti?
Federal government of Nigeria is against Igbo man. Federal government of Nigeria is against Biafra. Federal government of Nigeria is against the 5 states of Nigeria, let alone of Alesoti. Allow Igbo to
go. These are unfounded allegations.
Oh God, this is too played out. Are you trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm saying, or that Igbo man doesn't know what he's saying? Obi won election, Mahmoud rig it. Tinubu man forced himself there. You are telling me that federal government is not against Igbos. How many Igbos are partaking in this current administration? See, Igbo man too has his right to have seaport in the southeast. Biafra is nothing but an ideology, an idea that's never died. Some person says the spirit. I support it.
Thank you very much.
Spirit doesn't die.
Thank you, Mr. Raphael. Welcome, my brother. You know, there have been very hot news going around Nigerian news, whereby some soldiers were killed in Abia State, and today the Nigerian army have invaded Abia State. Then in another news, the Senate are trying to propose regional government that everybody should go back to the region and develop it. So, as a Nigerian, do you think if this regional government comes to existence, this issue of ethnic baiting, ethnic conflict will come to an end?
Okay, the truth is, I want to say something that looks a bit awkward.
Say it.
If you look at historically, you discover that the 3 regional supposed to be called government was a tribe eruption from political ideology, and even some of the oldest positioned places have been placed regionally, and the resources there have been used by some set of regions who have actually allowed the foreigners to dominate their thinking and governmental system. So I believe if the country goes back to regional systems of government, things will start working relatively as such.
You think it's the way forward?
Yeah. Now, yes, it can be a foundational start.
But don't forget, you will be a part of the Biafra when regional government happens.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you're from Edo State, and I think that part is also part of Biafra. Are we sure we're not going to have arguments?
Let me tell you. The truth about it is, the conflict in Nigerian system is not tribal based. I've said it 1 million times. It is not what they call IPOD Biafra based. It is simply what the selfish interest of some minority who erupted to become the majority and come to the government to start militating against the development of the country. Let me use that simple. So by the reason of that, they don't want the country to move forward, so they can keep shopping and gulping money from where they did not go into their own pocket and make mess of what the economic system. And if you look at them, they barely found themselves developing anything within the country. All they develop is tyrannism. All they develop is toutism and all of that in order to safeguard themselves. So the issue is, let this country go to regional system first, and let there be what? A foundational resources restructuring, because it will take a very long time to be able to restructure even regionally, because a lot of people will want to come down to the regional system to come and fight for a space of getting some resources to themselves, since they've seen that things are gone regionally and they cannot, their hand cannot reach where the resources are anymore. You just watch it. I still repeat, selfish interest, egocentrism makes things to work at that level. So let that level break so that everybody enjoys. That is the perspective first as the foundation of Nigeria. Please, that is what should go on. So regional system can lay the foundation.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that beautiful submission, my brother.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not joining us, please kindly like and share this video so that more people can have access to this interview, this interesting, submission of our Nigerian people. And again, thank you for joining us. Okay, I think I have another analyst here. Yes, with me I have the very popular obedient spokesperson in Ogba. You have been trading recently on Twitter. How do you feel?
No, there's no feel, there's no there's no special feeling. It's just like it's good to be consistent. That's my own something. When people know you for where you stand on issues. People know me personally by stand about marginalization of the Igbo people, how Nigeria is yet to integrate them back to the society.
Now you have a popular saying, you said that the truth hurts.
Yes.
For the heel.
Yes, God bless you.
Are you not scared of saying the truth?
No.
Even in the face of death?
When you say death, and death can either be neither in or day. And like people always say, Yoruba people now that Mojamosa, you understand? Either fights and run, live to fight another day. So you understand? So when you say truth, it can be in a context. But you just say that you shall know the truth, it shall make you free. So when population, for example, like I said, Rwanda is working because after the war between Hutus and Tutsis, they found a way to come together. So let us, as Nigerians, this is your type of day standing. If I remove one, two cannot make. So let us stand and integrate the people back to Nigeria. I mean, in fairness, in equality. And we are going to see all of us when we have unity of purpose, that Nigeria is one in all ramifications. It's one in appointments, it's one in projects, in development. You understand? All of us will see. But everybody has something to offer. Yoruba people have something to offer. Outside people have something to offer. People have something to offer. We are good in our own different ways. So we can only come together. Since we are still one Nigeria, let us come together and like I said, united we stand, divided we fall. Understand? So when you say popularity, no. But when you are consistent, and people knows, if for example I have not been consistent, people have said no, this person is an hypocrite, it's lying. But you know what? Even offline, I've always been offline. I started talking less than 1 year ago. I've been saying offline for like 8 years since I came here. More than how many years before I came here is what I've been saying. And like I said, there's no apologies for it. I'm talking about the spirit of a man. I can't die. I mean the spirit. You and I are standing here. No matter how we try to lie or we try to deceive ourselves, we are Nigeria. Yes, it's the country. But me and you have the spirit of Odudua.
But the Nigerian army have said that they are finally ready to crush that agitation of Biafra. And today, the Nigerian army have invaded Abia State. And in support of that, Alex Oti has even placed 25 million naira as a bounty on those people that kill the soldiers.
Yes, you see, I'm not in support of the killers of the soldiers. It's simple. You see, even Mazin and Kanu cannot be in support of that killing. You can't be support. See, let us tell ourselves the truth.
But Ekpa is supporting it.
I don't, like I said, I'm sorry, I don't really know much about Ekpa. I've been saying, maybe people make it. I know more about Kanu when he started. I don't know. Kanu did not advocate for like war against Nigeria. He even though according to Nigeria, then that secession is not in the constitution, but he saw him trying to how do I put it, bring back Biafra consciousness. And like when Shoka spoke about it, that I was surprised that Biafra consciousness is just coming late. He said it by himself. You understand? And I'm not support of the killing of the soldiers. You see, when some miscreant, call them miscreant, talks, they went to Ibadan, said they are doing Odudua. I said no, this is not our Yoruba way of doing things. You can't take guns, you want to go and attack the authorities. We can't be support of that. I love peace, anything that will be peaceful protest. That's why I love Goodluck Jonathan, for example. A man who said that the life of human being is not what's ambition. That's why I like Goodluck Jonathan very much, and God knows. So I don't like anything like war or something like that. Unless what you see, Abia State is working. The man to me, President now is the best governor of Nigeria. That's not because it's an obedience, but because we see what he's doing. and we see how his people are appreciating me. You understand? So such a man now placing power. Now he want peace in the state, because if you keep, see, you cannot say you love the Igbo people. You want emancipation, and you're now killing soldiers. Especially maybe they're just guiding their road and going their own way. Like I said, I respect the Nigerian military forces, the soldiers, the navy, the air force, even the DSS, the NSCDC, the police. You see, it's not easy for a man to like, in quotes, like lay his life to sacrifice and to guard people. The soldiers are guarding the territorial integrity of the nation. They are fighting against insurgents. The police are doing their own jobs against kidnappers, DSS, intel, and everything. So I support them and I respect them. They have families too. You understand? So you can't be killing innocent people, soldiers, even civilians. All lives matters to God. I can never be supporting any killings. I can never. You can't say you love Biafra. You want to, you say there's a sit at home and everything. Yes, the consciousness is here, but you can't be doing something that will impact, as in negative impact in your own domain, in your own state. If, for example, Abia is on fire, which investors will come? And there are people that are staying there. And like I said, you see, in Nigeria, we can be saying, yes, I'm first a bad person, I'm a bad person from Nigeria. But to an UK man, he sees me as a Nigerian. Nothing concerns him whether I'm a bad person. So, if something happens in the southeast, nothing concerns foreign investors that is happening in the southeast. They just say, they can say, so state, Nigeria comes. They can say, for example, Abia, Nigeria. Something happens in Ogun State, Ogun, Nigeria. Zafra, Nigeria. Nothing concerns them with a region.
I think the Senate and the House of Rep are now trying to work towards local government autonomy and regional government. Do you think if this thing passed through,
yes,
most especially the local government autonomy,
yes, I want to,
do you think this will stop this agitation whereby the Oduduwa nation are calling for secession, whereby the Biafra are calling for separation? Do you think if we eventually have local government autonomy and regional government, do you think everything will become in Nigeria? And do you think it's possible?
I like that last question. Our politicians, like I've been saying, people don't. I fear our governors more than our presidents. I've been constantly saying this. I fear them. You see, whatever thing that will favor them is what they do. And for example, when they talk about the state police, and I'm asking, like you just said now, where is the local government autonomy? Let them, because these are the closest to the people. For example, now this place is Ifakoja or you say Ikeja. I should be able to go to our local government and what is happening instead of state. Local government is closest to the people. If they are working, the workings will show in the states. So we want to see a local government that is working. All of us want to see it. And I'm afraid that I don't think that I'm afraid. Maybe some government, but I don't think all of them will make it. Like example, when federal government they say you saw how some state at generals were against it. So I'm afraid that if this is going to work, that's all. And this regional system of government, I still think it's politics. And I like to see development. I'll be waiting for like end of this new week we are going into or next week to speak more about it. But that is the way. And I like, even when Shurika said that instruction is the way. And I have no apology that Nigeria can't work like this. The way we are like this. No, it's what it is. You say we are in a federal system of government. Are we truly practicing true federalism? That's the question. Where governors go and in camp to Abuja to collect a federal allocation.
But on Twitter, some Arewa members have been calling for continuing this system of governance. They say they don't want regional government. That when they were rich as a region, the Northerners, that it was their money they used to get the oil. And now because they are in war, that some people are supporting the regional government, they are saying that if that happens, they will siege a war on the southern Nigeria. Is this a threat? And do you think it's justified?
Because I don't think it's justified. First. Like I said, you see, the military formations are in Kaduna State. That's a fact. So, first things first. Truly, what we read that there are no pyramids in the north.
Yeah.
They used to build some things, but let us use the years. How many years did the Ghanaian pyramid? How many years did it serve Nigeria compared to what the oil boom in the south has served Nigeria? Let us be. See, I like justice and fairness. Let us be fair to ourselves. Yes, what they said. How many years? But how many years has the whole Nigeria been feeding Nigeria? How many years are the allocations in Lagos? The seaport, the companies in Lagos, but how many of them have been feeding the nation? That is the question we should ask ourselves. So the northern people should look inwards. See, this is a type of
Are you
campaign.
saying the Northerners are scared? Do you think they are scared of going because they feel they might not survive?
See, one Nigeria has totally consisted.
Don't forget they have vast lands, Sahara.
You see, yes, I said one Nigeria has already been considered favors in North more than any other region. One Nigeria as it now. So until we go back to regional system or to federalism or again restructuring, you manage your, that's why you see when Peter Obi went to the North, he told, and which is a fact, all these things, even on the ground, one of the reasons why there's bad things of our is because what we heard that they are good. So that means if you manage your resources very well, you don't need the oil in the south.
Are you saying Peter Obi would have restructured Nigeria?
What I mean is that he spoke about how especially in the north. See, he focused on every region, but especially in the north, because people think that the northern people they are illiterate. And I like what he said that if people they can learn the Quran, little children, and they can know it offhand, it means that they have something upstairs. That said this. That means you can now how do I put it? Those are intellect and the intelligence. You now put it in the right order. So they have vast farmland. They have something that they say they can develop. I mean, no region. If truly want to make Nigeria work, no region has to go to Abuja or no state to how do I put it, to be begging hand in cap. Your state, what you have in your state, if properly well managed, if not even for corruption in the first place, is enough to make any state better. But you see, the way we do a politician sees government money as how do I put it as they spend yafu. No, if you manage your resources, you have in your state. Even with the so-called federal and everything that you have your IGR, you are going to see that you can do something. But you know, in Nigeria, we like frivolities. You want to build you want to build over bridges. You want to start new projects where there are ongoing ones. Maybe because you are fighting your predecessor. Government is a continuous. Continue what I pay money for one thing. The railway line that Jonathan started, I like the man. He continued it. You have to continue. So you can't say because it's no, there's no enemy. Government is a continuous project. So when you meet something on the ground, continue with it. You can't say, okay, I'm ditching this plan. I don't want this plan again. So that's what I'm facing in Nigeria now. Let them manage their resources. Let everybody manage their own resources. Manage very well. Because you see, for example, Kanu was 44 local government. Then Lagos was 20 local government. Out of Kanu, they removed Jigawa local government. They removed Jigawa as a state from Kanu. Jigawa has more local government than even Lagos. You understand? So you are creating local government because of this how do I put it? Because of this federal allocation. For example, according to them, there's Isba police in the north. People say I'm not against anybody. I just speak the way I think it is. There's Isba police in the north. They say that alcohol is haram. No problem, you have the right. But again, in the south, people think alcohol right. So whenever they pay taxes, the alcoholic company pay taxes. The north that said, not the Kanu that said alcoholic is haram, they receive the highest share of that VAT from alcohol. So if alcohol is not good if alcohol is not good for consumption, then the money of alcohol should not be good for building something or should not be good for paying emirs or should not be good to be collected. That is the thing. We want Nigeria, all of us, we love Nigeria now. We want Nigeria to go forward. But these are the little issues. If everything is placed in the right perspective, we see ourselves as one. We go the Rwanda way. After the civil war, 2 years ago, there's no vanquish. Everybody comes together and there's unity of purpose. My brother, even all of us, it's not about whether Biafra or they will do anything. It's the poor people that are tired of the country.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Riwan, for that beautiful submission. Okay, thank you all our viewers. If you're just joining, please kindly subscribe to the channel, share and like this page for a wider reach of this live stream. Thank you. Happy weekend. See you next time on Monday. Bye-bye. This guy don't blow. You don't see how